Flip over sewings are honestly becoming one of my favorite hairstyles to do this summer. So I decided to show y'all a mini tutorial on how I do mine. First, you want to start off with your typical braid down, the 2 braids in the front, and all the rest will be going to the back. Then you're going to want to apply your weaving net. For me, that's not even up for discussion. It's not an option. You need that to release tension and to actually have a better anchor to sew onto. Then from the bottom, you're just going to start sewing your tracks horizontally from side to side. You're going to flip your tracks. You don't need to cut the tracks. I'm going to show you how to actually flip your tracks so that they lay flat. Key tip for this style, you want to make sure that you're sewing your horizontal tracks all the way right up onto the first braid and then flip the track as you see me doing. Now for flipping the tracks, you can see that I'm using a flat iron. I use this technique just to flatten the weft so that it's easier to flip. Then you're going to continue to sew right until you get to the top. It's just the same technique, same method from side to side until you get to the very top. So for me, I continue sewing until I have a very small space remaining, as you can see in this clip. Some people prefer to leave a larger space, but this is just the way that I tend to do it. So now we're going to sew the remaining tracks in the opposite direction. So this time we'll be going vertically. So you have 2 options. You can sew the remaining tracks in the direction of how you would normally wear your flip, or you can sew in the opposite direction and this will create a more voluminous look. Either way, you're going to lay your tracks closely together in the same direction until you completely fill that space. Just follow this method and I promise you, you will have a seamless install. And here we have a finished look. My client decided to go for more of a dry, one-curled effect rather than having the whole wet look. And it's giving what it's supposed to give.